Far from the Spaceports, a near-future science fiction novel by Richard Abbott. Author reading. Slate in trouble. Slate, should I leave your instance in the harbour porpoise or transfer you to something portable? There was a long pause. I tried to guess what Slate was trying to take into account. It's at most 1/10 of a second to the off-island, Smith. You wouldn't notice that short a lag as we talk. It's not just chat lag, Slate. If there's something out there which needs quick reactions, I don't want you having 2/10 of a second disadvantage. You've already decided this, haven't you? You know it's the right choice for all kinds of reasons. There was another pause. I'm starting to migrate the active instance to a handheld. It'll be ready in about 25 minutes. I'll tap you when it's done. I nodded. Slate knew me perfectly well enough to appreciate my own anxiety about this. Slate, see, if something should happen to the handheld, I'll send the agreed signal. 3 rapid pips from the last Bastion memory core, after copying the last few minutes' trace logs to your lapel. Then I'll self-wipe all of the deep info. That means who we are, our purpose for being here, and so on. The agreed cover story will be overlaid. From that point on, you must not trust anything else the handheld might say or do. Sometime later, at a local bar. I turned in at the Blue Agapanthus first. I glanced once or twice at the map that Cassandra had given me, but it wasn't really necessary. The place had a subdued decor, built largely around the flowers for which it was named. I picked up the handheld with Slate in it on the way. She clearly did not like the bar, and produced some unimpressed sounds in my inner ear. The fakes are better on Deimos. Pretty, though. She made a non-committal noise. Neither of us had ever seen a real Agapanthus plant, but Slate would have been able to acquire much more accurate sensory data than I could, so she was probably right. Whether right or not about the quality of the flowers, she also disliked her current living space and was letting me know. Her handheld was small, slow, and impoverished compared to her usual frame. She always made her voice sound tinny when she was transferred to inadequate hardware, to remind me of her frustration. Much later, on a different island, while they were in the house of the wise man. Slate accessed the downlink, and there was a short pause. Then a longer pause. Then, with no warning at all, Slate sounded 3 pips deep inside my inner ear. There was a waiting silence, while I concentrated fiercely on not giving anything away in my face, imagining I could hear a faint hiss of static. Finally, Slate's voice sounded inside me again, pure, perfect, and measured, not in the least bit tinny or scratchy. I have the data, Mitnash, all copied safely. Decompressing now. It looks excellent at first sight, but you and I should review it together later. It was Slate's voice, but my flesh had suddenly turned cold at the words and the tone. It was no longer Slate who was talking with me. Slate was gone.